Just drawing from those influences and stuff and writing since I was a kid, that's kind of been my focus, at least in my music career.
What about maybe weaknesses that you're trying to improve on?
Guitar playing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird game with this. You always try to have the best PR and be the nicest to everybody all the time, and I guess just only thing I want to try to avoid is being caught being an asshole to somebody at some point, or jerk for newspapers.
What do you like most about playing music?
Dude, I don't think there's a better way to make a living if you can honestly do it. And I mean, we get to meet. 2020 was hard on us because we're loving meeting people and seeing people every weekend and putting smiles on people's faces, and getting to travel the world and play guitar and complain about your problems and get paid for it. That's awesome.
Any hobbies that you have outside of music?
We all kind of have some weird stuff. I'm a farmer with my dad by trade. Guitar player, races go-karts. Drummer and bass player, got a whole slew of hobbies too. I dump so much into the music stuff that other than that, maybe ride motorcycles, stuff like that. But
as a relatively new artist, how do you find ways to sort of get your name out there?
It is all in your network. It's all about every person you meet. It's weird. There's a lot of online social promotions that go with it that really help to increase your following. But for the most part, for me, it's just been networking and meeting other good musicians and just kind of meeting up down the road with them and everything.
How big of an opportunity is Saturday in the Park for you guys?
We're so stoked to be playing this year, especially after last year. I mean, last year was kind of any gig was a good gig because you could get paid, and I played a girl's 21st birthday party last year just to play something. So, I mean, Saturday in the Park, I'm from Sergeant Bluff originally, and I've lived in Sioux City ever since. We're moving to Nashville after the first of the year. But so this last summer is kind of our really big last hurrah around here, at least before we move. So we get to play Saturday in the Park, which has kind of been a staple for Sioux City in the area for a long time. And then next weekend we'll be opening for Brantley Gilbert at Battery Park. So we're checking off a lot of bucket list things this year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Nashville, because I know COVID sort of derailed that for a little while. So I guess that's still the plan, is to move?
Yeah, I was going to be gone by now. I was going to be gone in May of 2020, I think, is when I was going to move down there. And then, no sense in going somewhere where nothing's going on. So we went in August and visited, but I mean, it was all shut down. But yeah, that's the plan, man. Got a lot of good friends out there, a lot of good writers and good people that we know out there. And it's a really awesome, welcoming community out there. I can't wait to be part of it.
What are you hoping to accomplish as an artist there?
I mean, you could church it up a lot of ways, but basically just make the dream happen, make it so we can do this for a living and ain't got to worry about health insurance or anything like that, because just get ourselves set up in a way that we can do this for a living and be really more proud of it than we already are.
Yeah, you mentioned that 2020 was kind of a rough year because you weren't able to do a lot of live performances. How does it feel to kind of be back to normal now?
Man, I mean, it's been night and day. I was a finished carpenter for 3 years, and that was what my day job was. And then last year, in the middle of the pandemic, it just it wasn't doing it for me because I wasn't able to play shows on the weekends or anything like that. And so being able to come back, I ended up quitting that job, went full time with music, and it's been one of the most rewarding decisions I've ever made, man. It's really good soul food.
What accomplishments could you see yourself achieving in 5 to 10 years?
I don't want to guess. Anything you say could jinx you. So, I mean, I hope we still just get to do this. I hope it's the same group of guys, and I hope we're having as much fun then as we are now. So.
All right. Well, that's all I had for you. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and thanks for getting a hold of me. I appreciate the PR.
Yeah, it's a pleasure talking to you.